Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here, and boy do I have some good news for today, and those good news are that Miracle is back. Was Miracle ever gone really? There's already a YouTube video of me playing Miracle Rogue, an augmented elect type of build. That was pretty successful early in the Boomsday. But meta has evolved slightly and you need to be faster, more efficient, more powerful, and that is exactly what this version does. So on Asia server, 2 players hit #1 legend, one after another with Miracle Rogue. First there was Giong, and then there was Sidon Pink. And both played almost identical lists. This is the ladder's list, and this runs South Sea Deckhand, whereas Giong was running 2 copies of Shiv and no Deckhand. I have found that I like the Deckhand version better. I have never been a huge fan of Shiv. One Shiv kind of has its place to have one more cantrip in the deck, but having another charge minion is also a big deal. What makes this different from previous Miracle Rogue builds is that Miracle Rogue builds typically they run Gadgets and Auctioneer as their card draw engine. And then more recently people have been running Sprint, which is good in combination with Preparation, so that you can get guaranteed card draw, although not as much, not as sustained, and don't get a body on the board like you do with the Auctioneer. And this one takes things even further, because this one runs Myra's Unstable Element. So your only real card draw after a while is to draw the entire rest of your deck. Yep, and it works. Because Miracle is all about tempo. Miracle is not playing for value. Miracle is going out there and Miracle is beating the opponent. Other than the card draw mechanic, it's pure Miracle all over the place. There are plenty of cheap spells, cheap buffs. There are combos like you can do Leroy, Shadow Step Leroy, you can Cold Blood your minions, you can use Preparation to gain more tempo, you have saps to gain tempo as well by throwing minions back into the opponent's hand. Your offensive threats start with the Firefly, and Firefly, when it's cold-blooded on turn 2, that is an offensive threat. And then there's the opportunity to build a huge Edwin Van Cleef very early in the game thanks to all the cheap spells. There's SI7 Agent for some more board control, Minstrel for some more card draw. There's Hench Clan Tug, which is a major threat, coming out on 3, swinging your dagger, getting that to grow. This one does include the Falderized Strider, so you can shuffle some spiders into your deck. Some Miracle builds that have used Augmented Elect, for example, have really tried to go for that value direction more, getting spiderboard after spiderboard after spiderboard. Not so with this deck. You shuffle some spiders, it's fine if you get some of them back out again, and then there's the Myra's turn. The turn when you really go all in. And when you draw your entire deck, the spiders are only summoned if you can actually draw them. So once you hit 10 cards and you start discarding cards, then any spiders that are still in the deck are going to be destroyed. That's important to keep in mind. So you generally want to Myra's when you have a fairly empty hand, so you get to draw a lot of cards. If you happen to have a bunch of spiders ready in the deck, you're going to be able to get as many of them out of there as possible. And if you have a Falderized Strider that you play after Myra's, it's going to create 3 4/4s on your next turn. Guaranteed, because there's no other cards left to draw. But it doesn't reduce your fatigue damage, you still also try to draw a card after those spiders, so you will take some fatigue damage too. Playing Miracle Rogue, it's kind of like an art. You're looking for ways to get that damage going. You're looking for ways to get tempo advantage, where your opponent is unable to respond in time before their health is reduced to 0. You're not looking for value. You're not looking to eliminate everything the opponent has and have stuff of your own. You're looking to delay, kill when needed, and reduce the opponent's health total to 0 before they are able to respond to everything that you're doing. And I have some great gameplay material for you that is showing exactly how to do that. So let's go take a look at Miracle Rogue in action. Hunter can be doable. There have been more secret hunters now, which I think overall is quite surprising. because Secret Hunter is so much worse than Deathrattle Hunter. I've seen some lists running Ziliax. Yeah, IFS Dropper, that's true. I think the best Miracle Rogue list that I have played was running Ziliax. There is a video on my YouTube channel about the Miracle Rogue with Ziliax. If you're interested in that, I recommend checking out my YouTube channel, because there's a good video of exactly that deck, or that style of deck. It's my own build. I think I go for early development here. Let's just punch face now. This leaves Tug open to flanking strike, but other than that it can be pretty annoying. Well, unless he has exactly those cards. Well, if he has flanking strike too, I still think I need to play the Tug. But if he had Candleshot Hunter's Mark flanking strike, which is a very untypical Hunter hand, because they look for the Deathrattle minions, then that will be huge. Unfortunately, that's exactly what he had. We're stunned out of this because I have the Falderai. I can try to protect the Falderai with the backstep here. But now we're getting to a territory that if he also has the egg and played it in addition to all the defensive tools, then there's some real problem. There's some real problems to be expected. And that card has been in his hand the entire time. It was a Spider Bomb. But he's giving up on the Spider Bomb. That's interesting. 25 cards. I get to draw 8. How many spiders will I get? I have to kill this because there could be Deathrattle synergies. I think this is the play. I think this is the play. Let's see how many spiders we get. If I burn the spiders, I will not get any. I have to be able to draw them. I'm out of cards. I got 2 spiders. Okay. Then we try to challenge the Hunter with this. I have Leroy, I have Goldblood. I was able to find a sap. Firefly Wildspine, right? If I just sap this, I have 2 saps, so I can develop with saps for a while. I think I'm going with the Wildspine right here. I'll start sapping later. Wildspine here and push face. I still have 2 saps. Deathstalker Rexa. Intriguing. That's 7, puts him down to 18. I have the 10 from hand. I want as many minions on the board as possible. He's bad at dealing with white boards. But I also want to grow the Tug. Okay. I would actually just Coldblood now. I should. Because that forces him to deal with the Cold-Blooded minion. I should have Cold-Blooded this to spread the threats more. He's down to 13. I have 2 saps. I have 2 saps and a Leroy. Boom. I guess I could try. You kind of have to think of a new win celebration. I don't know what that means. So it's not even Shaman. So it's Shudderwock or it's Tempo Shudderwock. or something.
Here we go.
Let's see. What kind of shaman are you? Oh, a nasty kind of shaman who wants to draw cards. I don't like that. There's not a whole lot I can do about it though. I can barely kill this if I put everything into it. Too early. Let's just coin the minstrel. And kill the taunt totem. He gets one extra card from the Mana Tide now. If he has Saronite Chain Gang here, that would be the best possible card for him. It's good to have best possible cards. Now he's getting more cards from that. But I can't help it. I can at least kill the Saronite Chain Gangs. Prep fan. Yes, size 7 and trade. I can drop a Firefly on the board too. I could have also killed this and left one of the Saronite Chain Gangs on the board. Because if he had Zola, that would have been really scary. Healing Totem. That's beautiful. He got so many cards that it's hard for me to come into this game. I have to stop that card draw, but I think it's too late.
Here we go.
It's probably too late. But we'll see. I haven't found any Falderais. I needed Falderais so that I could have board after board after board. When the winner came to body a bit. Why? It's just another game of Hearthstone. Like hundreds of others. Thousands of others even. I'm a bit low on minions. I have to shift phase to try to find minions. That's not a minion. I need the fan to try to find minions. Should have prepped the fan. I misplayed. I should have prepped the fan because there was a chance. Well, it was 1 in 16. 2 in 16 because of the Edwin. But still it was a chance. Hi, Tobic, hi. Don't totem again. That's pretty. I'll sap that one. I'm just not seeing how. No Falderais have been found. I needed the Falderais. Okay. Burning a Shudderwock is definitely a way to win this game. Now it's a brand new game. It's still possible to lose this. But things definitely got interesting. Is it more important to kill the Electra or the Life Drinker? Assuming he is bouncing one of them back. I need to hold Wild Spine for the 7/7 Elemental. I think I need to kill the Electra. Let's see. It's still possible to lose this. Yeah. He still has means to win games. That Zola Saronite Chain Gang. Solid work. And then if he can grumble these back, that will be even better. And I'm not drawing minions right now. I can't draw my deck because I'm not winning this so quickly. He still has all the removal. I'll have to backstab the Zola at least. I can't let him just go infinite with Zolas and Grumbles. But killing one of these now with the Vile Spine doesn't really do much now, does it? No, it does not. I still needed the Falderize to start getting value. If he can find Grumble, he can just get so much value from all the Saronite Chain Gangs. He could play like Saronite Chain Gang into Grumble and then he could have 4 more Saronite Chain Gangs. Oh. That was unexpected. Unexpected but nice. I'll never have a real use for this prep. Might as well prep the SI agent on that glacial shard. He has another Saronite Chain Gang in hand. He has a mind control tech in hand. I'm already down to 19. Then the big thing is the Grumble. And I guess Bewitch can also be a big thing. So I need to Cold Blood this to kill that. I need to Sap here. Cold Blood here. I get to kill this one, but I get to kill this one. So now I've killed all the Saronite Chain Gangs. He has Life Drinker, Mind Control Techs and Grumble. That might be enough. That might be enough because I can't heal. He already has Grumble in hand. I needed some spiders earlier. This is too late. I don't think I can win. There's too much damage coming. I can't get rid of it. I know he has Grumble in hand too. He's looking for a Life Drinker, so he would play a Life Drinker into Grumble. So those Life Drinkers are guaranteed 6 damage. Then he needs to get only another 11 through, and he wins. And that's already 5 of that 11 coming right here. I'm going to have to Sap one and Vile Spine the other. Which is terrible. But I will die if I don't. This gives him one more random Shaman spell, of course. That was just very, very dead if I didn't. He still has a Volcano, he still has 2 Lightning Storms. He still has both Hexes left. He's definitely winning. And he gets removal spells from Bewitch all the time. That Edwin. He only needs 11 damage to win the game. There's only one logical conclusion. I have to draw my deck. Yes, I have to draw my deck. I lose if I don't.
I'm out of cards. Here we go.
Dead if I don't draw my deck. I'm probably dead even if I do draw my deck, but that was the only option. If he clears the board, there's another board coming next turn. But he can probably clear that board too.
A path dimly lit.
Next time you can Shadow Step your Falderai. No. It doesn't prevent any fatigue damage. I think I need that burst damage. I think I will still need the burst damage. He can do Hex and Volcano on the same turn though. But I still need to build a board that can be volcano proof. Maybe I should have Shadow Stepped the Falderai last turn. I mean, Shadow Step is free, I could have done that. Perhaps it would have been better in the end. I was thinking I would use that for burst damage. 12. That's exactly 15. Hex and... Oh, no, he can't Hex and Volcano because he's at 8 mana. So Hex and Volcano is not possible. He can Hex. Chuck from the third Chuck. He's at 30. I have 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 28. That's lethal.
Time's up. Let's do this. Time's up. Let's do this.
Okay. I'm kind of expecting even Warlocks right now. Zeus have just disappeared.
We have turned our curse into
Evenlock it is. He's not on the coin, so Giant is coming on 4. Cold-blooded Henge can tuck and kill the Giant. Something like that. But the Giants, they are coming. So was it better to not Shadow Step it? Yeah, because I had Edwin in hand, it was better to not Shadow Step. Because with the Edwin, with the ability to build that huge Edwin, the board was stronger already. There was no reason to get the third flood of spiders. If I had no way to create as strong of a board, then having multiple boards would have been better. That seems to be like the main finding. At least as far as I can tell. Giant time. Could also be a Drake. I can actually do a pretty fancy thing here. Because I can do Deckhand, Cold Blood, which is 6, and Backstab, and kill the Giant with the Deckhand. And then I can coin the Edwin. Then we'll see if he has a Silence in hand. This plays dirty. Hopefully. Boom goes the Giant. The Brotherhood shall prevail comes the Edwin. Move it. Attacks the Henge Clan Tug. But that was wrong order. I needed to attack with the Henge Clan Tug first to put him to 18. Sadly he also has Silence. Mr. Mason, how's it going for you on World of Warcraft? I have not really had the time to play World of Warcraft lately, unfortunately. Let's see what I can find with this. SI7. Pushing 7. This is a lethal setup. There is hope at least. Let's see. I'm trying. But he can have a taunt. 14. 10, 11, 12. I had 12. If I can top deck a card that costs 2. Or if this was turned into something that costs 2, I would have lethal. No! I was so close. I needed a 2-cost card so I could activate both the Coldblood and the SI7. So I'll need to fan SI7 to kill the Shroom Brewer and then hit 7 to face.
This guy's toast.
If this was before the Falderai, I would have had lethal. But we'll do what we can. Now he could already have some hard removal. But that is not hard removal. There's not enough mana to play a Spellstone either. Currently you're dead on board. Sacrificial Pact. 10, 11, 12. This time we got it.
Here we go.
Hey, lights out.
Boom. I think I need to try with something like this. Because I might be facing like an Odrogue, who will be very, very aggressive. And I will need to find ways to deal with that. Are you seeing an 8/8 Edwin in my future? Just asking for a friend. I think I'm seeing an 8/8 Edwin in my future. Asking for a friend. The scary fledgling. How will I react? Well, now it became pretty easy.
This guy's toast.
That's a big boy. Yeah, I clearly saw this in my future when I was clairvoying. I need to play around Fungalmancer still. Now he can still Fungalmancer like this alone, just to hit into the Henge Clan Tug. There are ways for him to kill the Henge Clan Tug, but that's okay. I don't mind that. Wanted. Oh, that's interesting. This, on the other hand, means that he's simply dead. So, Odrogue, which one of us was the aggro deck again? I think we might try. It's not an Evenlock though. This will be 2. This is going to be 2. Oh boy. Or maybe a control Warlock. Now I am uncertain. I'm really uncertain, because I don't know what he's playing. I can make an 8/8 now. We make the 8/8 now. Let's try this. Then we see an Iron Beak Owl. That would be sad. I don't particularly want to hit into the Tar Creeper. Get Deathwind down to 5 health. If he can self-damage, he can answer it then. So main option is to develop the Tug. It's either develop the Tug or play Backstab Eviscerate. And that is a difficult choice. I think I'll go with the Tug line here. But I had the option to get 8 to face with no board development. If he can Hellfire here, that can be solid. Beetle is fine though. I don't mind a little Beetle. I think I'm backstepping the Beetle. I believe I need to dagger it down. This is the line. Can't Hellfire Defile yet. Next turn this will be at 5 health, so Hellfire Defile is no longer an option. As long as I don't play another Tug, that would be at 4 health on the board. Now Hellfire Defile will be an option. Unless he dies. Does he die? 12, 13, 17. He dies.
Here we go.
Okay. I'm sufficiently scared of 2 still that I keep the backstab. Just in case.
We have turned our curse
But it's an
into our
Evenlock.
strength.
Luckily I'm on the coin, so that delays the giant a little bit. Although sap too, I think I'm just pushing here. Let's see what kind of answers he has to this. I have a Leroy in hand, I have a sap in hand, I have a backstab SI in hand. He plays the homunculus, I backstab SI. Then he can Hellfire, of course, next turn. I think I'll backstab SI this one too. What if he Hellfires the next turn? That's a little bit annoying. What if I just backstab and hit with the dagger? I think I'll go for that. Sapping this is not good enough, right? Sapping it isn't. No. Sapping it is not good enough. It's just backstab and dagger. Push face. He can Hellfire this board. Then I can develop the SI7 agent at least. Now that I played it like this. So I'm not all out of minions if he has the answer this turn. Better to paste the threats than to play into that removal, which is relatively likely. He could also just Spellstone this, of course. That would be stronger than the Hellfire now.
Magic shall not save you.
This is a tricky spot. I think this is a spot where I will commit. But he can clear it with a Defile if I do. Not if I sacrifice the deckhand. Yeah, I will commit a little bit here. Deckhand is sacrificed so that I'm not playing into Defile.
Here we go.
But I still need to also push face damage, which is where the SI7 agent comes in. If he just plays the 7/7, I can Vilespine Slayer it. And then I have a sap for later. He can also simply Hellfire. 1 mana of lethal. Probably going to be a little bit short next turn too. This is just a dagger to the face turn. There is a lethal setup for next turn if there's no taunts or healing now. But there is healing. Can't do much with the fan. First the coin on the vile spine. That's not good enough. Definitely don't want to sap this. Coin vile spine this. Put him down to 13. That's another lethal setup. But he can also have a spell stone. Or he could have a taunt. I think I'll go for the vile spine play. Let's try this. I could have also went with the fan. That was a very difficult call. I could have went with the fan for more draw.
Shields up.
Top decking the lethal. Well, I didn't deserve this, I guess. Maybe I should have just went with the fan. Let's go for one more game. See what happens here. I think this is a keepable hand. This hand can be useful against 2. This hand can maybe do something against Evenlock. I'm on the coin, so Giant is coming on 4. Is it Zoo? Have we found the Zoo? I haven't seen Zoo in a while. That is interesting if it is Zoo. I've seen more Control Warlock than Zoo. This could also be just Control Warlock. Alright, alright. It can still be either. But Control Warlock is more likely after the tap. Not guaranteed. Can still be 2. Well, I'm always going to try with the tug. Why would I not try with the tug? It's control. It's just pure control. So I'm backstepping here. This one goes down to 5. I can hit face. This one can kill this. And I can draw more minions with the Elven Minstrel. Backstep here. Hit face with the dagger. Hit this with the 5/5. He could have the Kobold Librarian into Spellstone to have 5 damage Spellstone though. But now that I get some refill from the Minstrel, if you can call Firefly a refill, then maybe it's okay. Kobold Librarian Spellstone would be the best answer here. Oh, that's going to be interesting. How can I deal lots of damage right here, right now? I'm going to Cold Blood this. He could have Siphon Soul. Dagger, Cold Blood. Can I fit in a Minstrel somehow? I don't seem to be able to. I'm so vulnerable to Siphon Soul. Maybe I need to Cold Blood this. Firefly to activate combos. I think I need to Cold Blood this one. Then just push with everything. It's a Cubelock. Now that's interesting. Does this mean that he has Cube and then... He has Cube and Dark Pact in hand. This does mean Cube and Dark Pact in hand. He's still not in a great spot though. Unless he has more demons in hand. It's time to prep Fan. And play the Elven Minstrel, right? Try to find more minions. Well, there's the Striders. The question is just, are those Striders going to be enough? What if there's another demon in hand? I don't have a lethal setup. I don't have Leroy. I think I need to play a Flame Elemental here. And there is a Void Lord in hand. Is there another cube in hand? He would need a Faceless Manipulator. That works too. I can kill both of these, but it will be difficult to push through. I still think I need to kill both of them now. But it will be difficult to push through all of this. I can only get to kill 2 this turn. But maybe he doesn't find more demons. And maybe he doesn't find Gul'dan. And if he finds Gul'dan, maybe it resurrects a ton of Void Walkers. Okay, so I'm killing the lackey, so that the demon that comes out will die. Maybe it's Doom God. I think I also need to shuffle some spiders in. What if I shuffle a lot of spiders in? And draw my deck next turn? So, like this. Okay. All the Void Lords have been killed. But if he has Gul'dan for next turn, he will still be fine. Because I don't have a lethal for next turn. There was no way to set it up. Seven plus 2. We're putting the band back together. Do I need to play the Edwin before the unstable? If I manage to draw 6. I could also sap the Lich King. That's probably not the point. How likely am I to get 6? I guess not that likely.
I'm out of cards.
Well, that was a bit sucky. All the spiders were at the very bottom of the deck. There were 6 spiders in the deck. There were 4 cards that I didn't get to draw. And 5 of the spiders were behind those 4, some of those 4 cards. So bottom 9 was 5 spiders and 4 other cards. On average I would get half of the spiders. Maybe a bit more. So I should have sapped this. I made a mistake. Faceless was now a big way for him to win. Or was it? I sap one. No, I win still. Okay, it's cool. Let's sap one of the Lich Kings. And then I'll Cold Blood the 4/4. Kill the second Lich King. And I'll play the Leroy. And I still win. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.